to get the will of Allah Almighty, and each and every Muslim want to go into paradise. For this purpose, he is trying his best to do virtue, and he is also trying his best to prevent himself from sins and evils. Once it was asked and requested in the honor of our Holy Prophet, peace be upon him, by his companions, that who will go into the paradise. Our Holy Prophet, peace be upon him, said a simple sentence among his companions, that I have a chance to look into the paradise, and I found the majority of the people was pours into the paradise, and the majority of the women were into the hell. It's mean the wealth is not the sign or scale of honor in the eye of Allah Almighty. The wealth is also test. The person who have a lot of wealth is also test for him, and it's a trial, and he will be also accountable on the day of judgment. And the person who has limited wealth, it's mean not that Allah Almighty is angry with this person. It's also the test for each and every Muslim or the member of mankind who has a limited resources and sources to get the facilities of his life. Whatever the facilities he is being availed and he is getting and he is spending in his life, and he is pleased with the will of Allah Almighty, then Allah Almighty will provide them its return at the day of judgment as a heaven, where they will enjoy their life and they will get a lot of blessings and bounties into the paradise and heaven. And the person who has a lot of wealth, and this wealth is test and trial for that person. If that person will consume this wealth according to the will of Allah Almighty, then he will also get its return at the day of judgment. That is definitely as a heaven, and he will enjoy into the paradise. The wealthy person must be distribute his wealth among the people, among the slaves of Allah Almighty who deserves, with full sincerity and with this aim that whatever I have, its real master is Allah Almighty. I am just temporary custodian of his wealth. If the person is distributing that wealth among the people and the mankind without any discrimination and without getting any prominence into the society, that person will be also considered a pious man, and he will be also awarded as a heaven, and he will go into the heaven and paradise, and he will also enjoy the lot of bounties and blessings of Allah Almighty into the heaven. The limitation of the blessings and the frequency are the lot of quantity of blessings, both are the test of Allah Almighty. In both situations, the man must be content and be agree with the will of Allah Almighty if he is the real and true slave of Allah Almighty.